Hello, my friends. Happy Monday. Happy New Year. I am so excited to see you guys. It's just so fun to be starting off the new year with a brand new sew along, and I hope you guys are as excited as I am. My name is Bev McCullough of Flamingo Toes, and today we are kicking off the Melody Lane sew along, which is the quilt that's right here behind me. We are going to sew that up together, and it's just going to be so fun. You guys, this is an easy quilt. It's going to be just a blast to put together. There's no complicated craziness that goes on with it, though I do love complicated craziness. This quilt is just simple fun, and we're going to walk through each step as we go. And hopefully it is just as much fun for you as it is for me. So we're gonna just have a blast. So I want to say hi to some people. We're having our live video, and as always for the sew-alongs, this video will stay available for you guys to watch at any time later. So, and this is just our kickoff video. So today we're just going to talk about the pattern, what you need to sew along with. I'm going to show you the kit that is available if you want to purchase the Melody Lane kit. But as with all of our sew-alongs, you can sew as, with whatever you would like. You don't have to use Melody, though, of course, I love it if you do. You can use any fabric collection you like. So this is a fun one. And let's see who's joining us for our first video of the year. We had Teresa right off the bat and Maureen. And Teresa had a really sweet comment. She says she's excited to start the sew-along because it reminds her of the times that her and her mom sat on her porch and watched the birds come to eat at their bird feeder. I love that, Teresa. That's so special. That was kind of one of the reasons I made this collection is Melody is kind of about all the birds that we hear on the porch here on our new farm. So it's just really a fun memory for me too. So I'm glad that that resonates with you. Marion is here from sunny but cool Prescott Valley. It's very cold here in Tennessee, though not as bad today. It's been chilly, and part of my heater isn't working, so we are bundled up around here. It's not awesome, but that's okay. Ruth is here. I'm glad you found your pattern, Ruth. Yay. Pamela and Dorothy and Leona. Val's here. Nancy, hi Nancy, and Melissa, Katerina, Happy New Year from Germany, or to you in Germany. And Judy's here, Anita. We got all of our friends here today. I'm so glad. Mavis, hi. She is watching while sewing. I'm glad you're listening, Mavis. And Barbara's here. And Anne, oh, I'm glad you guys are here. So fun to see you all. I'm super excited to sew this quilt up with you guys. So a couple little housekeeping-y things. So this is, you guys saw I have a little new like logo intro thing. I thought that one was kind of fun with the new logo. And also if you've watched videos in the past on YouTube after they're live, I usually edit out the first like 5 minutes of the countdown. And I found out that by doing so, I was preventing YouTube. YouTube won't let you show the live comments, like the comments you guys are making right now, if you edit the video later. So I'm not going to edit the video anymore. Once it goes up, once we're done recording, it'll go up on YouTube and it will be the way it is. So if you're watching later and you had to skip through that little intro, I'm sorry about that. That's the only way that I can keep it so that you guys can see the comments that everybody that's commenting live is making. And I want you guys to be able to see those comments, or to, if you're rewatching a video, that kind of thing. So it's an easy enough little thing. You can just zoom along on your phone and you can watch the countdown go down and start the video when it ends. So that's just a little like update on how I'm going to do the videos moving forward, because I want to make sure we keep those live comments visible, and I want you guys to have the countdown because it gives you a little bit of a heads up instead of me starting right on the nose at 2 and you just get the notification. I like the countdown because it gives you a few minutes to get on. So that's the plan. Pamela says she likes the new intro. New year, new beginnings. Yay, Pam! Teresa, give us some pointers on how you start cutting your backgrounds. Did you cut the bigger squares first? I will talk about that next week when I will start going over it. But usually I'll go over that a little bit today because I know you're starting to cut. But it is hard when I do it with the like by the block thing. But it's easier to teach that way, and it's easier for you to make one block at a time. Like one block style at a time. So we'll go over that next week, but also I'll touch on it a little bit here today too. So anyway, that's the scoop with all that. So today we're going to go over Melody Lane, and what we're going to do, I'm going to show you guys the schedule in just a minute. And then at the end of the video, I'm going to talk about the RBD Block Challenge that starts tomorrow. You guys know I love that so long. So I'm joining in again this year, and I designed one of the blocks this year. So I can't wait for you guys to see it. And this is a new thing this year, is they're releasing the block, the final layout quilt at the beginning, so you can see what they look like. So that's even more exciting. So we'll do that at the end. So once we're done, don't go away. We'll go over that. And of course, I have a fun giveaway for you guys today. And the giveaways are super easy. All you have to do is leave a comment on the video, and that counts as your entry. So I'll talk about that in a little bit more too. So let's look at the schedule for our sew along. Where is it? There it is. Okay, so here's our schedule. And today is our kickoff. And so next week we are going to do the birdhouse blocks. So I'll go over that. There's only 5 of those. And then we will go over the star blocks. And you can see there's, let's count, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 of those. And then there are chain blocks. And those are the blocks that tie everything together, that give us that Irish chain look to it. And that is the 3rd block. And the beauty of it is, then we're just sew it together with the assembly and the borders and the sashing. So really, it's not a super complicated layout. We're going to just do our 3 different blocks. And so we'll finish up on the February 10th and put them all together. And that's going to be a really fun pace for us. So I hope you guys enjoy that and are able to have fun with that. Marion says she's excited for the RBD sew along. Christine says she's ready to get back into sewing. Me too. I'm all fired up, Christine. Lori says, if you were to use fat quarters for Melody Lane, how many might you need? I have a collection that I only have a fat quarter bundle of. Lori, I'm not sure because it's designed for a 10-inch stacker. So I don't think you would need like 21. I would have to do the math on that because I didn't figure the amounts that way. But if you want to send me an email, bev@flamingotoes.com, I can help you out. Kimberly likes the Irish chain vibe. Me too. I love an Irish chain, which is obvious by the fact that I use it in so many of my quilt designs. It's really, I just love the continuity and the flow of it. It feels like it's kind of pointing all the blocks at each other. And boy, you could just get me going on an Irish chain all day long. Yay. Okay, so you guys want to see what's in the kit? Let's take a look at that and we'll talk about what we need for this sew along. Well, so you guys can hear me this way, but not when I switch over. So let me see if I can change that up. Okay, is this better, you guys? Can you hear me now? Yes, I lost you there for a minute. I don't know what happened there. Can you guys hear me okay? Somebody give me like a thumbs up of yes, that is just awesome. Okay, there we go. Now we're, okay, I think we're good now. Sorry about that, you guys. Thanks for giving me the heads up. Okay, so back to all of that. You didn't miss anything important, but I'll say it all again. So this is the kit that Riley Blake put together for Melody Lane. It comes in this cute box. It has this really great little sleeve on it. And I love these boxes. I save them and use them for all kinds of things. They're great for storage. I have like a stack of them in my closet. I use them upstairs where I keep all my extra fabric, and they're great for putting supplies in, and if you have like a current kit going or a current project, you throw it in the box after you've done with this. And so they're really sturdy boxes. So I love that. So this is the little kit. I'm going to knock some stuff over there. That's cool. So you get the pattern, and that happens to be the case with all the Riley Blake kits, is you get the pattern in it. And that's the way I package all my kits too. If you ever buy a kit from me, it comes with the pattern. So you get the pattern booklet, and it's the same booklet as the one that you get, you know, if you were to buy the pattern separately. And in the back of the booklet, it talks about the fabric names so that you're able to kind of figure out what goes where. And same with this. These are the little, like, the names, and then what Riley Blake has named it with the little number, and then where to use them. So it kind of helps you out with what to go where. And then, of course, all the information. So the pattern instructions do include the info about the runner as well, because they include the instructions for the runner, but they don't include the fabric for the runner. So if you've bought the kit, you don't have enough fabric to make the runner, but you can easily grab from your stash because it's not very big and it's very, very darling. And in fact, if you want to sew along and you want to just make the runner, then you'll still want to watch all the videos because all three of the different types of blocks are in the runner as well. So you have choices. We have choices for you guys. So, one sec. This is a day of, we're getting back into lives and all the things are going wrong. Hang on one sec, you guys. One sec. Pause, please. Okay, thanks for your patience, you guys. We're held together by tape and glue today. Okay, so you'll have a package in here with in noisy plastic with fabric, and then you also have a 10-inch stacker in the box. That's what the so this has all the cute prints of Melody in the 10-inch stacker form, and then you also get, sorry, I should have taken this out before the video. Very plasticky. We'll get rid of that. So this is the binding fabric. It's a darling. And this is the fabric for the border, the outer border. And then you also have fabric for an inner border. And then I also have, Marcy says, if I have to hold a cute design helps. I agree. This is the background fabric. So I used Dainty Daisy. And it's very bright in my sewing room today, so I'm going to hold this up here so you guys can see it. But this is the Vintage Pastels Dainty Daisy. So it's got all the cute little different colored flowers in it, and it matches the fabrics that I designed really, really well, especially these here in Melody. So it's a fun one to pair as a background because it kind of makes the background a little bit more interesting and gives you a little something visual. And I like the creaminess of it. It's such a soft, pretty color. So that is the deal, and everything that you get includes that in the kit. So I'm going to address something, and I hope you guys aren't upset. If you're upset, send me an email, and I'm going to fix it. So when I designed this pattern, the goal was for you guys to be able to fussy cut the bird fabric, which is the little print. Let's find it. It's the bird fabric that is the white print. Here we go. Here's the little white print, and it has cute birds. And so the goal was to have you guys be able to fussy cut that to do the inside portions of the birdhouse. And unfortunately, that information broke down after it left me and it didn't make it to the factory. So there's only one piece of fabric in a 10-inch stacker that has this bird print. So you can't get all 5 birdhouses to have cute little birds in them. Now, I think they'll look cute either way. So here's my solutions for this issue. One, you can use the white on white vine print or one of the other white prints in the collection and fussy cut a little flower or just have it blank. And you can just pick whichever birdhouse or 2 or 3 birdhouses, however you want to do it. They're your birdhouses. You can use those other fabrics. Or you can use the free embroidery pattern that I'm going to give you guys next week, so you can embroider a cute little bird onto the white fabric and then use that as the place for the fussy cut bird. If you bought a kit from me, I did include extra bird fabric so that you can do that, but I couldn't do that for all the kits because they were coming from the factory. So I'm going to switch cameras so you're not watching me move my hands around. I couldn't do that for every kit. But if your heart's desire is to have a birdhouse, a bird in every birdhouse, send me an email with your address and I will mail you some fabric. I don't want anybody to be disappointed that theirs isn't going to look exactly like the picture on the cover. So my goal in this is to make you all very happy. So I'll talk more about that next week when I give you guys the embroidery pattern. That'll be in the blog post download for free. So you don't have to obviously pay anything for that. It's just going to be a fast, cute little bird stitch that you can use in the birdhouse. You guys know I love adding embroidery anyway, so I'm excited to do that. If this just like rocks your world, like I said, send me an email, bev@flamingotoes.com, and I will make it right, and I will get you some fabric, and we'll make sure that you can cut out your birdies. So I'm sorry about that, you guys. All right, let's see. Oh, hey, Ramona's here. I'm so glad you're here too. Kimberly says stripe binding. I love a stripe binding. You know this. This is so much fun. Leona asked how much backing is needed. Backing for the quilt is 5 yards of 42-inch wide or 2 1/4 yards of 108-inch wide. If you mean background, it is 3 1/4 yards. So, Kimberly, I think the embroidery bird would be great. Thank you. Dorothy says she loves embroidery added to quilts, just like in my Make It mini book. Yay, Dorothy! I'm so glad. Okay, so I'm glad you guys aren't upset. Again, send me an email if you are upset, and I will ease your woes in regards to fabric. I do not promise to ease all of your woes, but I will do my very best. Okay, so we've addressed the elephant, or the bird in the room, I guess I should say. So anyway, I'm really excited to sew this up with you guys. Next week, we will start going over all that. Oh, I was going to help with Teresa with the cutting, because you might want to start cutting. For the background, this isn't too bad as far as you're going to have enough, so it's not a problem. So, I mean, I would probably cut your 2-inch pieces first and get them out, you know, of your background, Teresa, and then cut your 2 1/2-inch pieces and then your 1 1/2-inch pieces and, you know, do it that way. But just if you don't use all of a strip and you really want to be careful for the next blocks, just save what you have left over of a strip and then you can cut into it, you know, if you need to for the rest of your blocks. So for the birdhouse block, it's not crazy. We don't have a ton of background for that one. And for the other blocks, if there's like a strip piecing, you know, yeah, there's a little bit more in the flower chain block. You're going to need more, but on those weeks, I'll kind of figure out for you like how many strips you need to cut and then subcut. Usually I put that in, but I didn't on this quilt. So, hey, Happy New Year, Anita. Oh, yay. So that is the scoop with this quilt. If you guys have questions about this quilt, let me know. Again, this isn't a super long video today because it's just our like rah go team quilt video for our quilt, and it's just going to be really fun. So I'll lean over here so you guys can see how cute it looks. It's just a really fun, fast quilt, and I think it's going to be great to sew when we're just bogged down by all the winter crazies. And I get the winter crazies. Maybe you don't. Maybe you're just like, it's cold and I'm going to cuddle and it's great. And I'm like, I need a little bit more sun. Thank you. I'm very happy it's sunny today. But I could use a few more degrees in the temperature, especially with my heater not working. That makes me slightly unhappy in my heart. Okay, so if you guys have questions about Melody Lane, definitely let me know. Leave comment and all that kind of stuff. Okay, she's cut all but the background, Teresa. Oh, great. You're just way ahead. Yay. Ruth says she thinks even if the bird was in the center house, that would be cute. That would be super cute. Yeah, you could put an embroidery bird there, or you could just put one bird in the center house and do the rest of them, you know, with no birds. Maybe they've gone out to eat or something. Yes. Okay, so let's talk about the RBD Block Challenge, you guys, because that starts this week too. If you're new to the RBD Block Challenge, every year Riley Blake does a sew-along. It's a free sew-along, and it's a really fun sampler quilt, and it's different every year. But the fun thing about it is, well, there's so many fun things about it. One, all the blocks are designed by Riley Blake designers. One sec. And that is awesome. So it's usually all Riley Blake designers, and then Cindy Cloward, our owner. She's our owner. She's the owner of Riley Blake Designs. She designs a block as well. So that's fun. And they all come together and make this amazing, gorgeous quilt. And it's just, I love a sampler quilt because it feels like I'm making a friendship quilt because it's like all the designers, right? And it's so fun to see what everybody's done differently. And a lot of designers sew with different fabrics. So if you're in the RBD Block Challenge Facebook group, I usually link to that in my blog posts, which I'll have up tomorrow. You can join that Facebook group. It's so inspiring because you get to see all the different fabrics that everybody's using. And some people sew with the solids or the batiks that Riley Blake suggests, but some people sew with their stash, or, you know, different designers use their own collections. So you get to see the blocks in all these different ways, which is really great. And then the other fun thing is that usually the RBD Block Challenge is a surprise, so you don't see the final layout until the end. But they've done a lot of like polling of shops and people, and everybody, it seems, wants to know what the quilt looks like ahead of time. So this is the first year they've released the layout. And it's so fun, you guys. I love it. I'm going to show it to you in just a second. The other thing I remembered is that all the blocks are 10.5-inch unfinished. So they go into the quilt, they're 10-inch blocks. And that is the case with every year of the RBD Block Challenge. So maybe you get a block that you're like, not so much me. Then all you have to do is go back to the resource of all the other RBD Block Challenges and find one that works for you. So easy to change out your blocks. Or maybe you want a bigger quilt. So you make all this year's blocks and then you add in, you know, however many from past years. So it's really fun. So, oh, Marion says she's going to try and use fabric from each designer for the block they offer. Well, that is cool. I love that idea. It's going to be so samplery and awesome. Yay! Nancy says she got the Fat Quarter bundle for Melody Lane, and she was thinking about a different background. Maybe she should have gotten the kit. Well, the nice thing about the Fat Quarter is you're going to have plenty of fabric, and you'll be able to use the remainder of it for something else. So you get two really fun quilts out of your fabric, and I love that. Kimberly says she was excited to see the RBD finishing for the quilt at the beginning. Yay! Okay. So I mocked it up. I'm going to sew in Melody fabric. So it's going to be a Melody January and February. Well, the RBD Block Challenge is longer. It goes into like April or May. But you guys are going to be like, oh, the Melody. And I'm okay with that. So here's what my quilt looks like. And by my quilt, I mean the one that I have made on my computer, because I have not sewed it up because we don't get the blocks very far ahead. We get them the month ahead, so we can kind of sew and show you guys the day of the block is releasing. But I only have the first 3 block patterns so far. So So that is what it will look like for me in Melody, and that's how I'm going to do the different blocks. So you can see the blocks all look very different, but you won't know until that week which one we're sewing, and you won't know who's designed the blocks until then. But it's I'm really excited to sew it up in Melody. I'm so thrilled about how it's looking, and it's just going to be a blast. Oh, thank you guys. Yay. Yeah, I'm excited about it. So that's the plan for Melody for the RBD block challenge. And that starts tomorrow. So they will post on the Riley Blake page, and then they will post in that group, the RBD block challenge group. And then of course I will share on my blog each week. And it's the first, like, the last Tuesday of the month. So it's on Tuesdays, and the last Tuesday of the month is a catch up. So it's like the first 3 or 4 get a block. And then the last one of the month, you get to make up any blocks that you missed. So that's kind of nice too. So next week, in our next week's video, I'll show you this week's block. So I'll just always show you the previous week's blocks so you can see what mine look like. And I'm really excited because I did a little fussy cutting in this one, so I can't wait for you guys to see it. I look over there like you guys can see what I'm looking at, but you can't, so I don't know why I do that. Aw, thanks, Anita. I'm so glad you guys like it in Melody. It's fun. I'm really excited about it. Okay, so Patty says that's a tough surprise with the bird fabric, but it definitely gives us a chance to apply our creative problem-solving skills. Patty, send me an email. I will hook you up with more fabric, okay? I don't want you to be disappointed. Oh, Brian said she just got Melody fabrics yesterday for the RBD block challenge. Oh, yay! And also made the Melody Lane quilt and table runner when the fabric originally released. Love the fabrics. Oh, that's awesome. Thank you so much. I'm so glad. That's very exciting. Okay, so I think we're down to giveaway time, you guys. So you guys know that I always have a giveaway in my videos. It's just my way of saying thank you guys so much for tuning in. I know you have lots of choices and lots of things to do with your time, and I appreciate you hanging with me and bearing with all of our cute little, like, oopses. The joys of live videos, right? So it's just my way of saying thank you guys. So it's really easy to enter. All you have to do is leave a comment, and that is your entry. So, and that's whether you're watching live or later in the week, or whether you're watching in the US or outside the US. I don't mind shipping overseas, and it's just a fun way of doing that. So one of the fun things that we have for today is some fabric and some patterns and some needle minders. So I'll show you all the things. Hi, Karen. I'm glad you're here. Okay, so I have a 10-inch stacker of Melody for you, and I know that you guys might already be sewing with Melody, but really, you can't have enough Melody. And if you do feel like you have enough Melody and there's a different 10-inch stacker that you want in my shop, then you can pick something else. I don't mind. But I also have for you the Hearts and Kisses quilt pattern, and this one also uses a really cute Irish chain. I told you guys I love it, but it's perfect for this time of year. Is a very fast, fun quilt. And if you are in love with the Hearts and Kisses quilt, this is the $5 pattern of the month. Every month in my shop, I do one pattern for $5, and it is good on the paper or the PDF. If you buy the PDF, all you have to pay is $5. If you buy the paper, you do have to pay shipping, but it's still really inexpensive. It's more than half off. So that's fun. So you get this for the giveaway. You get this 10-inch stacker and the Hearts and Kisses, and then you also get the 2 needle minders that I designed to go with Melody. So you get the Darling Little Birdhouse, which matches our Melody Lane kit, and this is the Little Song Sparrow Bird. So this is the little bird from the print that we're going to put inside our birdhouses, or that, you know, is just one of the prints in the collection. So that is the giveaway, and I will announce the winner in next week's video. So if you are commenting on this one and you don't have time to watch next week's video, at least skip to the end and see if you won. And that will be this week's giveaway. So I hope you guys have fun with that. Josie said the hearts and kisses would be great in melody fabric. It would be really fun. In fact, I mocked up a couple different versions of this quilt pattern. If you look at my Instagram account, or I think it's on Facebook too, but I did like a blue and green colorway, and then I did a like pink and green and gray with a gray background, and just to show what it looks like in melody. Now that would be kind of hard to do with a 10-inch stacker because all the colors are in it, but it's still going to look really great. Marion says, can anyone ever have enough melody fabric? I don't think so, Marion. I don't think so. All right, you guys, that's all I have for today. So thank you guys so much for tuning in. I'm really excited to sew up this quilt with you. Next week, we'll dive into the birdhouse blocks. And so we'll be back and forth with the machine, and it's going to be super fun. And I'm just really looking forward to that. It's going to be great to sew with you guys again. And again, if you need bird fabric, send me an email, bev@flamingotoes.com. I'll get you fixed up. And thank you guys for being here. I hope that you're all staying warm and having a good New Year. If you're in California, I'm very sorry in the LA area. We're thinking about you guys a lot. I have a lot of friends there. So checking on people and yeah, hoping you guys are okay. So I hope you guys have a lovely, lovely week, and I will see you next week. Thanks, everybody. Bye.